In a previous video tutorial, I showed you how to make whipped cream using a whipping cream dispenser and a whipping cream powder. And I got a few questions asking me how many cups can a half liter of whipping cream dispenser actually make. And to be honest, I always made an estimate of about 10 to 15 cups depending on how generous you are with your whipped cream when you make it or you place it on top of your drinks. So today we are going to do an experiment, 2 experiments. One is about whether whatever is written on the packaging is true. I gave you a recommendation that a good starting point for whipping cream powder to water ratio will be whatever is written on the packaging label. For our first experiment, we are going to follow what's written on the label and let's see whether it is light, airy, fluffy, and stable. And then we are going to determine how many cups can we actually make using 1 full bottle. For this, we are going to use a whipping cream dispenser like this one. And we are going to make use of chargers. This is a single-use charger. After you use this for 1 canister, you have to throw it away. First experiment, we are going to follow exactly what's written on the packaging. According to this packaging label, if we are going to use a cream whipper, that's one, use or mix 100 grams of the whipping cream mix with 475 grams of cold water. So we're going to do that first. Now, how do you make sure the water is cold? So I have here ice and I put water and then give it a shake. Make sure the water is cold. Okay, so I'm going to use 100 grams of whipping cream powder here and I need 475 of very cold water. Make sure it is well combined, not perfectly dissolved because it will not fully dissolve in cold water. We just don't want it to be lumpy, so we're going to give this a good stir. Now, normally I put a little bit of vanilla just to make it smell better. So I'm going to put some few drops of my vanilla flavor into the mix. And this is guaranteed to make it taste better. Vanilla always makes everything taste better. Whoops. So the reason why you don't need to really fully dissolve the powder is because number 1, it won't dissolve in cold water. Number 2, before you use the whipped cream dispenser, you will need to shake it anyway. Okay, so here is locked in, and then we are going to need our charger. So 1 charger per 1 canister. So the way you put it is this way. So make sure that this portion will connect with the whipping cream dispenser. So place it in its container and then screw it in. You stop when you hear a hissing sound. Okay, now we have our whipped cream in the dispenser and we are going to start counting and pouring into our cups. I have prepared here about 12 cups and I'm going to put a generous portion of the whipped cream into the cups and see how many cups we can make. So let's get started. Before you use this, shake it downward so that it's not the air that comes out first, okay? And let's have a look. We'll start with the first one. It is not very stable. I think there's too much water. Okay, there you go. It's finished. Wow! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 cups using that 100 grams of whipping cream powder with 475 ml of water according to the instructions on the packaging. But as you can see, they are not very good. It's not very stable. To me, this looks more like mousse. But it smells delicious. Now, I am going to try it again one more time. I don't think this is successful. I think it is too liquidy. We're going to try it with less water and see how it looks. We failed the first test. That means the moral of the story is do not follow everything that you read. You still have to experiment on your own. But filling up 12 cups, that is not bad. And so your cost will be only about 7 to 8 pesos per cup. Now, I am going to reduce the water that we use to mix with our powder. This time, I'm still going to use 100 grams of whipping cream powder, and instead of 475 ml, I am going to use 350 ml of water. I've got 12 cups here just in case we can also make 12 cups of a little bit more stable whipped cream. So I've got my mixture in here. We are going to put the lid on. We are now going to put our charger in the canister. Okay, that is a beautiful sound because sometimes I don't make it right. Okay, then we are going to shake upwards and then shake downwards just so that the first thing that comes out is not air. It's going to be the whipped cream. Okay, now is the moment of truth. We are going to try with our 12 cups here. Now that looks a little bit more stable. Now that is too generous. I probably need only that much. Yes, I'm liking the look of this one. Okay, that's very stable. Well, it looks like we can also make 12 cups. This is a bit more stable, but if you ask me, I think I would even reduce it to 300. And I'm sure with that kind of proportion, 300 to 100, you probably still would get about 12 cups. Let's see. Soft, fluffy, airy, light, delicious. So there you have it. One canister of half a liter of whipping cream dispenser could make about 12 cups depending on how generous you are with your whipped cream. So if you want to make it go further, you should put a little bit less whipped cream and you make it more stable. So I hope this video tutorial helps. What I normally use in my shop is 120 grams of whipping cream powder to 350 ml of water. But then again, it depends on the powder that you are using. So you look at the packaging label and then you experiment. If it's too soft, you might have to reduce the water or increase your whipping cream powder. So that's all I wanted to share with you today. I will see you again in my future video tutorials. Stay tuned, stay safe. Thank you for watching. Ciao for now.